Welcome everyone to round 3, the final round of October 2nd's Star Wars Unlimited Locals Night over at the Valkyrie Vault in Brownsburg, Indiana. If you guys are looking for a place to play some Star Wars Unlimited, check out Valkyrie Vault in Brownsburg, Indiana. Thursday nights, 6 p.m., $5 entry. You walk away with a pack of the current set as well as your promo pack. For the final round, 𝐒𝐍𝐿 Force Blue is back to redeem itself after getting mollywopped by a possible cheating from Qui-Gon Force Blue against just jank. We're just gonna call that Barriss Force Blue jank. There's nothing good in that. It's unsleeved. It's an abomination, everybody. But anyways, this player over here had just decided that they were thinking about how good this leader would be with the new set cards and all of that. So they kind of just put together a deck. I think it's like commons and uncommons, so it really doesn't have much of like big in it. So like I said, it's just pure jank. It's a jank strategy. Yes, I know it's unsleeved, and I know it's unsanctified to be unsleeved, but nonetheless, it's just pure jank. So we have good against jank, but you never know. Sometimes the jank does win. I don't expect the jank to win because it's jank, but sometimes it does win. So with that said, let's get into game number 1. Anyways, for game number 1, we're going to start off with Barris, bringing us a 4-star fighter, 2 4-star fighters actually. Again, each one coming in hidden and does have Rave 1, being able to do 2 damage. As we see, the 𝐒𝐿 is going to start off with a 𝐒𝐿. Really good play there. Again, being able to immediately start generating the force. Again, both these bases are force based, so typically you do want to be able to start activating your force abilities, especially for 𝐒𝐿, who wants to use the force to rest or to be able to use the force from your hand for abilities, as we're going to immediately bin swing 2. Again, 𝐒𝐿 states on attack, all other Jedi do get to get restore 1, as 𝐒𝐿 does have restore 1 as well. We're going to just burn the force here to put down the other starfighter. We're going to go for the Falcon to deal 3 damage to the base here, and then we're just going to immediately pass from there. I don't know what that yellow hidden card is there. There was a yellow hidden fighter in the sky. What type of fighter was that? I know that. Oh, it was a banking clan shuttle. Okay, so it's just a banking clan shuttle. Okay. They really are just playing straight jank. So anyways, we're going to go for Crushing Blow. Crushing Blow to kill off 𝐒𝐿. It kills anything with a cost 2 or less. It's an interesting play there. As we see, 𝐒𝐿 is going to flip here. So anyways, it looks like we're going to go with the Banking Clan Shuttle to hit for the 3 damage. I mean, yeah, this is coming to be like this space is coming 100% is getting overflooded. But again, the forces with me is going to definitely help with that as we get 2 experience tokens and a shield and be able to rest one of our opponent's bodies, as they're just going to draw 2 here. Again, as a reminder, this deck is just pure jank. There's nothing on the Barriss 𝐿𝐿 side that is anything. I did forget to state what Barriss 𝐿𝐿 does. Action Tapper, pay the force. You may reduce the cost of your next event by 1. She flips for 5, and then once again, you can use the force to reduce an event by 1. I don't know why she still has to burn the force when she flips. Most other leaders don't burn the force once they flip. Why she still needs to, I don't know. So anyways, we're going to just go for the Secret of Sage as we have the 𝐒𝐿 attacking the base there. I really do not see how jank is going to beat 𝐒𝐿, but you know, sometimes you'd be surprised as the space is getting a little out of hand there, but the Falcon is here to save the day as we see another 2 damage. The damage is close here, moderately. Ooh, that's another the forces with me. That could be another good thing. I mean, just pump 𝐒𝐿 up with 4 experience tokens on him and 2 shields and able to attack with him. Yeah, no, that's quite nasty. Nothing you can really do about it. We do have a Crushing Blow in the hand to deal with the Secret of Sage, but that ain't going to help against all that. We are going to look like whether or not we are paying the 1, so the Falcon is going to be staying up on the board here. No need to pay the 3 to bring it back out. There's always a big question of if you want to do that or anything. So we're going to go for a Crushing Blow, killing off the Secret of Sage because it is 2 costs or less. Again, I wish Crushing Blow had been 3 costs or less. I think it would have hit a whole lot more in the game if it was 3 costs or less. But I get why Fantasy Flight didn't want to make it overly broke because it is staying within the meta here. So we're going to go for a Surprise Strike from the Millennium Falcon, dealing 6 damage to your base. We know automatically that 𝐒𝐿 is just going to win the game. Yep, 𝐒𝐿 wins the game. That is a win for 𝐒𝐿 against jank. I mean, I'm just going to be surprised if we even get to a game number 3 here, folks. I would be fully surprised if we actually get to a game number 3. By looking at my timer, I don't think we're getting to a game number 3. But again, sometimes people just want to bring jank and have some fun. So, one reason to come to Valkyrie Vault, most of everyone here is really casual. Most everyone doesn't really play hyper aggressive. I only really start playing out competitive decks, usually if I'm trying to get ready for PQs or anything like that, or if it's a store showdown. that's usually when I might bring something that is more competitively viable. Most of the time, I'm bringing stuff that's quite fun to play around with, like my Qui-Gon jank Force Blue that I brought. Anyways, let's move into game number 2. Here we go, folks, for game number 2. Both sides have just finished up siding as we see a Night Sister Warrior coming down. And then we're going to go for the Youngling Padawan, immediately being able to claim the Force on the trigger as well, which is really nice. Again, I really think that being able to immediately claim the Force is really nice, especially if you happen to lose your body. So anyways, we're going to go for the Whirlwind of Power to immediately get that -3 on the attack. We're going to go for the Vanestra to immediately be able to restand itself by burning the Force. We're going to claim the Force on the Barriss Force side, and then as well deal 2 damage to the base, as well as then Vanestra is going to deal 3 damage to the base. Again, really nice there. Again, if that had actually gone first, Whirlwind of Power would have killed whatever the Jedi was if it was something that had like 3 health left, and then they'd be able to not be able to gain that Force that turn. That's why I think Youngling Padawan, it was super good. Even in Qui-Gon Jinn Force Blue, it's just really nice. It's just a really nice card to play all together, because immediately being able to gain the Force really does help sometimes when you need it. Whether you want it for 𝐂𝐊𝐾𝐄, which again, I wouldn't really think you need to use 𝐂𝐊𝐾𝐄. So anyways, we're just going to bounce the card back. We're going to burn the Force. Our opponent's going to discard 1 card there with the Will of the Force. Being able to bounce the card back, and then because we use the Force, our opponent then discards 1 random card. We're going to discard, BD1, okay. Looks like 𝐂𝐊𝐾 is not going to get his friend here. Anyways, we're going to pay the 1. We're going to put out the Cartel turn code here, 2/3 with bounty, draw 1. Your opponent gets to draw 1 card. We're going to burn all that to go for Vanestra again to immediately burn the Force. And then we're going to go swing a whole bunch of damage in here with Vanestra swinging for 3 damage. And then we're going to flip the 𝐂𝐾 to deal for 3 damage as well. So basically, like I said, I'm not completely surprised that jank is losing here. It's not a deck that does anything. It's jank. It's absolute jank, everybody. Yeah, jank. It's just a pile of cards that may or may not synergize with each other, which is pretty much all I could say for that as well. Again, they do have the Barriss Force effect that they want to burn the Force here, but the problem is they are just outnumbered and outgunned here. 100%. I'm not exactly sure what they want to do here. They're lucky enough 𝐂𝐾 doesn't have any like Force things. As we see a Force slow in here. Oh my gosh, we really are just playing all the jank in here. As we see 𝐂𝐾 is going to swing in here for the 3 damage. We're going to go for the Towns of Assassins to knock out good old 𝐂𝐾 is here, and we're immediately going to be able to put out both as the Barriss Force side took the initiative there, we're going to be able to put out both a turret and another turncoat as well. So yeah, I don't think that Towns of Assassins is going to be able to knock out that turret, especially with turret having the Force active right now. As a reminder, when turret is attacked, you can use the Force. Your opponent's guy gets -2 to the attack. So that is something to really think about here for all of that. As we just see for the Towns of Assassins swinging in, we are going to burn the Force here. We are going to be able to gain the Force. Turret is going to swing and gate the Force. We're just going to go Whirlwind of Power to knock out turret here. We are at 10. We're going to swing for another 3. The turncoats are basically going to scoop this one up. We're going to be able to flip for Barris, but there's not much you could do as 𝐂𝐾 burns the Force to allow for Barris to go down. We're going to go for a well, at least that's one way to survive. You did have Crushing Blow to be able to knock out one of the turncoats and then be able to draw 1. I'm not sure what it's going to do. Oh, we have oh, right. I'm forgetting the card. It could be worse or something like that. I'm forgetting the card. Basically, you target a guy on your opponent's side of the field. If you decide to say it's worse, you don't get to use it. But if they say no, you can pull it's worse from your hand or from your resources, and then use it on the object that they targeted. Basically, I think this game is over. As we see another card go throw into the space arena, and we see a Youngling Padawan. There's no blockers, no nothing. I think that was a Millennium Foul. I don't know. It's a 3. It's got 3 attack on it. So. But nonetheless, there's not much you could do. As we kill off the Vanestra here, we're immediately going to go for Surprise Strike. Oh, it's an N1 Starfighter, and then 𝐂𝐾 will win against jank. What can I say, folks? It's jank. Well, we just saw a pile of cards get played against a competitive strategy. The 𝐂𝐾 players still didn't get much of their main engine. No hotshot blasters or anything like that. They did do a little. I mean, they did pretty well. They still kind of missed out on those hotshot blasters and all of that. That could have been really helpful there for them to have dealt some extra damage. But again, I mean, they saw some surprise strikes in their resources, but nonetheless, it didn't really matter. They were playing against jank, so if they lost, it was on them not being able to see anything right or anything correct or anything like that. But nonetheless, you guys let me know your thoughts down in the comments on this interesting final round of October 2nd's Locals Night. Let me know all your thoughts down in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on the leaders and how you think they'll be in the 𝐒𝐓 meta. Because again, as of this recording right now, not as the recording of this locals, we are in the 𝐒𝐓 meta. So as I'm voicing over this, we are in the 𝐒𝐓 meta. So let me know your thoughts of these leaders going into the 𝐒𝐓 meta. And while you're commenting, do make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you get notified when my videos go live for you. I will see you next time on Dragons TCG.